I went to Poland with Noah and a couple other people. 3 years ago now, something like that. 4 years ago, and we were in this cathedral, super echoey cathedral, and we were praying. And I just looked at Noah and I just went, "What?" and it just like echoed. Oh, those are the good times. Welcome everybody to the Cascade Breaks, episode 1, starring our guest is Jacob Novak.
Hey, it's me. Yeah.
How is everybody?
I'm here. Flesh and blood. I think.
Huh?
I mean, I'm all right.
I
That's
just
good.
woke up, so it is what it is.
It is what it is.
In need of kofefe.
Oh my god. Kofefe.
Beef kofefe.
How's everybody's quarantine going? What have you been doing? Jacob can start.
Okay. So I've mostly been working on my art, and I've got to get that wrapped up by the 14th. So I've got to crunch that in. What else have I been doing? I've been playing a lot of video games and watching a lot of Coen Brothers movies. I watched The Big Lebowski for the first time not yesterday, 2 days ago. That was good. I recommend that. What else? Yeah. Art, video games, and movies. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I feel like that's the story for a lot of people.
Yeah. I beat Hollow Knight on Steel Soul mode, so that's the whole game without dying. Yeah. That was an accomplishment. And then I did die, but I beat it. And that's all
Nice.
that matters.
Yeah.
What?
Okay, I think we're back. I'm sorry.
Were we gone?
I was gone.
Oh, you were?
So I was on the wrong Wi-Fi signal, so I'm on the right one now.
Okay.
Yeah. No, so I don't know if anything was discussed while I was gone.
Yeah, he was discussing his.
We were talking about quarantine.
Right. Okay. Yeah. You mentioned The Big Lebowski.
Yes, I did.
I have not seen it yet, but actually, Matt, my roommate, and I, we wanted to watch it because I've seen the first 2 minutes like 10 times. Like the where's the money, Lebowski?
Yeah. Oh, it's infinitely quotable. I very much recommend it. Watch any Coen Brothers films you can. They are just fantastic filmmakers. They tell original stories, and each of their films are just shot wonderfully. There's great acting, and usually they're pretty funny. I'm trying to think of some that you might have seen. Have you seen Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
I've heard of it for sure. Yeah.
That's usually one most people have seen. But the great thing about the Coen Brothers is they have like 40, no, not 40. Oh, Jesus, no, not 40. Like 25 years of movies to look at. So you could probably just look at any of them and watch them. Yeah.
Nice.
Well, speaking of movies, have you heard of Parasite?
Yes,
have,
I
yeah.
have. It just
Oh.
came to Hulu. And,
Yes. Have you seen it?
I should watch it.
Oh, it is spectacular.
It looks really good. It's sort of
Yeah, it's
a
really good.
horror thriller, right?
Yeah, it starts off as almost a satirical thing, and then it takes a turn, and it's just like, whoa.
It starts as a turtle.
No, it's like it starts as a satire.
No,
Oh.
it starts as a baby turtle on the beach and has to get to the water before the seagulls eat it.
Yes.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, parasites in a half shell. Sure. Oh, boy.
I love when tangents happen.
Yeah.
They're
I
the
hate it when
best.
tangents happen in art, though. Those are the worst.
Or in math.
Yeah. What's a tangent
that's
in
right.
art like?
Oh, so a tangent in art is when, let's say you have a character design, but too many lines intersect at one point. So it's hard to identify what is what, and it kind of looks like it's an area that's too busy and too distracting. And so it can be difficult to kind of work around those or try to absolve them. But sometimes if you get rid of the tangent, then it looks empty and you're like, oh no, what did I do?
It's cool. It's so weird. Like, okay, this is gonna be like an odd comment, but I like never known how many tangents there are. Like, there's a math tangent, there's a conversation tangent, and there's an art tangent. Apparently,
Yeah,
how many tangents are there?
I don't know.
Google
I'm sure
it.
there's one we don't know.
Google it.
I shall Google it.
I'm gonna Google
Are you Googling it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna Bing it because that's the best web browser.
I'm gonna ducky go it.
Firefox,
using
guys,
the-
come on.
Y'all remember Yahoo?
Oh,
The what?
Yahoo.
Yahoo.
Oh, yes.
Whoopee! Yahoo! Mario's preferred search engine.
Did you Google it?
Yeah, honestly, Bing might be better on this one. I'm not.
I don't even have Bing. Oh, no. Do I? Do Microsoft computers have them? Or no, wait, they have Edge.
Oh,
One nobody uses.
except for Kate,
What?
because she's a loser.
What I do?
You use Microsoft Edge, don't you? Because you have the
Oh,
Surface.
ew, no.
What do you use then?
Chrome. I downloaded a Chrome extension forever ago.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah, aren't you proud of me, Dad?
Yeah. Oh,
I'm confused on the family lineage here.
Kate's my dad, but I'm also her grandpa, and Ben
Matt's our nephew.
Ben is my son.
But Matt's our nephew.
Yeah.
This is a branching path. I'm not sure if I want to get into this right now.
A lineage.
Do you guys mean in a literal sense or like a metaphorical sense?
Either one you want. No, so I don't know if you know this, Jacob, but Kate is actually, she lives in Phoenix, and
Oh, I did not.
yeah, so this Zoom technology is what makes her being here possible. So that's, yeah.
Zoom
No.
technology.
Pause for Zoom.
Yeah.
Zoom.
Yeah.
By the way, does this mean I can call you Grandpa Dad?
Yes, Benjamin.
Gramp Dad?
Great.
Crab dad.
Dad Pa.
Dad.
Actually, that just sounds like you're saying dad twice. I don't know if that quite works.
That
So, so there's 3 definitions of tangent.
Oh, yes, forgot about this.
And it's the ones that, well,
That we said.
that's not fair.
Okay.
The art one isn't on here.
So really there's 4 different
So there's
tangents.
4 that we know of.
It's kind of like just a general term.
Yeah.
That's true. It could apply to anything.
Like, ow, I stubbed my toe and now I have a tangent growing. Ow, my toe. There's a tangent jammed in there.
So,
Yeah.
So
so all our quarantines are basically the same, I guess. Jacob's working on art, which is awesome because I used to draw, but now I can't. And what have you been doing, Kate?
Shoot. I've been applying for jobs. I've been outside tanning because 104, why not? And I actually started my own like secret little project. You know what I'm up to and what I'm learning, but we're keeping it under wraps for right now until I actually have it fully mastered. Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
The arts.
Yes, it is. It's musically inclined.
Musically inclined ninja arts.
You do actually know, Alex. You were teaching me the other night.
Oh, yeah. That. Okay.
But you know what I'm working on.
Yes, I got it now.
Teacher Grandpa Alex.
Yes.
He's my dad.
I'm both.
Yeah. So I really haven't been up to much.
And then Ben, what have you been doing?
Oh boy. I've been watching a lot of Seinfeld.
Oh, such a good show.
I play a lot of video games. I've been working on music the last week, especially a lot. Let's see. I go on a walk now and again. Everything feels weird outside.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's starting
just
to become
strange.
almost green.
Yeah.
Green. Green.
Green.
Green.
It's strange how that happens because it shouldn't feel green. It shouldn't feel different, but you go outside and it feels different for whatever reason with this whole thing.
Yeah.
That's definitely for sure. Like even like people's like vibes are different. I've noticed like I went outside to go take a lap around my neighborhood on my skateboard and like it just felt like super off and almost like unsettling outside. Like it almost felt like people like didn't even want you out there. It was so weird.
Yeah. I don't now whenever somebody like is walking on my sidewalk, I notice, and I don't know if it's because more people are walking or if it's because I've noticed because I've become more paranoid about like being by people. But like I'll look out my window and there's like 5 people walking. I'm like, what? Where'd they come from? Because like
Social distancing.
yeah,
Came from the ground.
The skies.
the skies.
They came from the skies.
Yeah.
The sky ground people.
So
Go ahead.
no, you.
Oh, it actually hasn't been that different for me. I live out of town, and so everyone here kind of just social distances by proxy. And so when I walk, there's like nobody else there, and so it's like, yes, the same hill I've passed like 12 times already. And nobody else is here but me. And then when you do see someone, they're usually like really far away, and it's kind of like a Western standoff. You're just like, oh crap, which side of the road do I go on? Yeah.
I used to do that.
You have, like, 5 minutes to think about it, and you still don't decide before you get like right like next to them, and you're like, 6 feet.
I used to do that when it was normal. I'd just be like, God, you do like the dancing thing, like the awkward, like, which way are you gonna go? Like at the store,
Like a crab, almost like,
Yes.
or like a bird mating dance or something. And neither bird is into it, but they can't stop themselves.
They can't stop dancing.
The beat must go on.
So we've talked about our quarantines. Well, I guess mine was pretty boring, or is pretty boring, but I'm about to leave town. So, yeah.
Where are you leaving to?
I'm going to Billings, and then I'm just gonna like go all over.
Fly.
I'm gonna
He's
fly.
gonna visit the land. He's gonna visit the home of the sky people.
I'm gonna visit the land of the warblers. No, Ben laughed at that because he's the only one who knows what I'm talking about. But yeah, I thought like it's a perfect time to go out and like just isolate yourself in nature. So I consider it essential travel, but yeah, I've just been editing, just nonstop, or taking video, either one.
Vlog master.
Yeah. So we've talked about quarantine. Let's talk about the weather.
No, no, don't do that.
I'm just kidding.
So,
It's raining people, sky people.
well, if you want to know the weather in Phoenix, it's hot. It's not going to change for a while. But it's hot.
It's 90 degrees there.
Is it already?
Yeah.
10:23 in the morning.
And apparently it was like 104 at 2 in the morning for you guys still.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Honestly, oh God, we are talking about the weather. It was just a joke. And now we're
Yeah.
doing it.
You're wrong. It is 88 degrees right now.
I'm not wrong. Now, you're in Chandler, and I'm looking at Phoenix, so they
I'm
might be
looking at
different.
Gilbert.
New York?
Whoa,
Technically.
right.
Gilbert?
Gilbert?
Yeah.
Ah. Well, if you were actually wanting to transition into another topic, Alex and I yesterday talked a really strangely long amount about dreams.
Oh boy.
And we had some really strange dream experiences while we were in the quarantine that have happened.
Yeah.
I want you to can you share yours first?
Which one? Just
The creek.
the creek one? Okay.
The creek one.
So sometimes, like, okay, I'll start with this. I have two types of dreams. I have normal dreams, which are weird. Like, they're the weird ones where random.
And then you have weird dreams, which are normal.
Right. And then I have weird dreams that are normal. And sometimes they're either, like, they come true or they are, like, so real I didn't even know something. Like, okay, so I'll start with the creek one. So in my dream, I was in Cascade, and I was like next to the freeway, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna walk into the mountains. So I took a bridge across the Missouri River, which is next to the freeway, and then I was with a friend. I don't know who it was, but it was a friend. And there was like a creek, and it was pretty wide, and so I had to cross it. And in the dream, I remember calling it Bird Creek. I was like, whatever. Like, it's just Bird Creek, I guess. And then we got chased by coyotes and stuff, like random weird things that happened in my dreams. And then I woke up, and then when I was talking to Ben, I was looking on the map for names for this podcast because I wanted to name it something around there. And I was like, this is odd. There is actually a Bird Creek south of the Missouri River and near Cascade. And it was kind of eerie because I've never even known it existed, but it was so odd. So yeah, there's that.
That's slightly off-putting.
Yeah.
You should go to the creek. It's your calling.
I was gonna say, I think it's calling you, Alex.
Yeah, there's gonna be a bunch of like bird people or something.
I am a bird person.
Gonna do a weird bird dance.
Sky people.
Maybe that's their home.
Insert the Elsa noise from Frozen 2.
I still have not seen that.
I haven't either.
Bye.
But you haven't either?
No,
Animation is like my thing, but I've not seen that yet.
yeah. Is it on Disney Plus now?
Yes.
Yeah, they made it come out early because of everyone being stuck.
Maybe I'll watch it then.
Same with Onward.
Onward was so cute.
Yeah, Onward was pretty good.
Okay, I'm gonna watch that now. Well, not now.
Yeah, I was like, wait a sec.
Onward was adorable. And Chris Pratt.
Soul got delayed.
Don't even get me started on Tom
Got
Holland.
delayed?
What
Oh,
got
of
delayed?
course it did. Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah,
the other
so-
Pixar movie.
What?
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. Soul, the movie directed by Pete Docter. He's directed Inside Out, Monsters Inc., and Up. So I'm really excited for Soul, but it's been delayed, and now I'm sad.
Oh,
It looks good.
are they releasing Black Widow onto Disney Plus as well, or are they waiting until theaters are opening?
No, I think they're waiting for theaters.
Oh,
But I don't
Yes.
know if people are even gonna go to theaters when theaters are safe.
I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm.
Nope.
I'm not a germaphobe, but I am waiting a while.
Yeah.
And when I go anywhere, I will be wearing a bandana because it's freaking cool. Okay, fight me.
Like a bandana over the mask, or
No, the bandana
Just-
as the mask. Yeah.
What if you double layer it?
I could. I might, because I do have like 20 masks. You guys, the McGee's, their mom has just been sitting at home making cloth masks. She's probably made about 500 by now, and
Wow.
she just like gives them to people, and so.
Sweet.
So
See,
yeah,
my aunt made me a really cool one.
nice.
It was like blue, and then my sister's cat chewed through the elastic and broke it.
Oh no.
no.
So
Dude, you can have one of mine. I've got Batman and peace sign.
you should combine those two things into one.
At peace. La, 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 peace.
Batman's symbol becomes the peace sign with but it's fashioned like little bat ears, so it's the peace sign in the yellow circle.
Oh,
Yeah.
I might make that now on Photoshop just because, or Illustrator, whichever one works.
Probably Illustrator.
Yeah.
That's better for vector shapes.
And if it's too much of a challenge to do that, you can just take a picture of Batman and edit out his face and put a peace sign instead.
Put Richard Nixon in there. Why did you say that name?
Oh.
Oh.
A gift from Zoom. Running out of time? We've removed the 40-minute time limit on your group meeting.
There's
I
a
don't-
40-minute time limit?
I guess
Yeah.
so, but not anymore.
There isn't anymore.
Well, that's what's funny is because yesterday when we did the test, it was 1 hour and 7 minutes, and we recorded that, and it worked. So I don't know. I guess there's a...
Something's fishy here, and I don't like it.
Zoom being good, but also creepy at the same time.
Yeah, just like me.
So, Ben, it's let's get back to dreams. It's your
Oh
turn
my
to
gosh.
talk about
Yeah, that's right.
your weird dream.
Oh, I had the strangest occurrence. It was fulfilled last night, actually. So I had this dream. See, it must have been 2 weeks ago now. Where it was a very simple, short dream as well. It was just really weird. And I had this gallon of milk, and I dropped it. And it just broke, spilled everywhere. And then I collapsed, and I just started screaming, "Milk!" And then I woke up. And that was it. So I thought that was it. But last night, this is super weird. This goes along with Alex's weird fulfillment dream. I did not drop the milk and spill it, but my mom, yesterday, she went outside, and our neighbors, one of them was unloading groceries. She pulls out a gallon of milk, and she drops it, and it spills. It breaks and spills everywhere.
Oh no.
It was a prophecy. It was a milk prophecy.
Crazy.
If such a thing exists.
You could have warned them, Ben. Or, oh wait, what if it's a thing where people closer to you keep dropping milk, and it's like, first it's your neighbors, then it's like your mom, and then eventually it's you.
Well, and the thing is, my dad works at Meadow Gold. He delivers milk. So I'm a very milk-oriented child. But also, let's see, because of this whole thing, the company's been letting him take home milk every week. So we have extra milk. So such an occurrence is very possible. So I've been very careful with my milk.
Oh, I have a story about milk. So,
Okay.
2 years ago, when I was at PNCA doing their pre-college program, it's an art college in Portland, and it was fantastic. I loved just being there, and I loved the city of Portland. But there are some characters in the city. And on one such evening, we were going to Whole Foods for dinner, and there was this man behind us. He was in this like long coat with a plaid button shirt so you could see his hairy being, and he had big bushy beard and red frizzly hair and glossy eyes, and he's got this giant jug of milk with him. And so we're like, all right, interesting character, let's keep our distance. But then, have you guys seen How to Train Your Dragon 2?
Yes.
No?
I have not
Okay.
seen the second one, but
Okay.
Well, the villain in it, Drago Bloodfist, has this blood-curdling scream, and he starts
Okay.
waving around this stick, and he calls like this primordial ancient being. That's what this man did right behind us. Excuse me for a moment, but just... And he's swinging the milk jug around, and we book it after that. And then he just kind of wandered out into the street, and we never saw from him again. He might not even be alive. But that's the milkman. he was a milkman who was recently let go. Oh no. It's coming full circle.
It almost sounded like it was like some ritual, and he teleported to like a milk dimension.
I call them
Yeah.
milk gods.
It's just a giant cow.
The milkman is a summon in the new Final Fantasy. I would be pretty cool with that.
Excuse me, Kate.
Mm,
What is that?
what?
What are you doing?
Snapchatting.
I'm sorry. Am I the only one who saw that?
So what?
I guess so. I love milk.
What's Bernie Sanders' least favorite type of milk?
What?
1%.
Yep. Yep.
He's fine with 2% though. They're tight. Gim's even better.
Oh man.
Dude, milk.
Milk. Oh, I had a dream the other night. And I haven't had a lot of dreams during quarantine, but this one was kind of weird. I was at Great Falls High, and it was specifically last year for my AP Art presentation, which is, this big thing at the end of the year. We all get together and we present our portfolios. But for whatever reason, the Hub was there. That's the big new building that they just added on. And I go to get a juice box from the cafeteria, which I don't think they usually have juice boxes. But I went anyways. And there were these people in the lunchroom. And I think it was like this cult of some kind. But they all had like the same lunch pails. And this is where it gets really odd. Do you guys remember Mrs. O from Lords?
Yes.
I don't know. Do you remember her, Alex? Or you might have.
I
That
was.
might have been your freshman year.
Yeah, I was gone already.
Yeah, she was a English teacher. Yeah, English teacher. So in my dream, she's like this leader of this cult, and she's got like blue. She's dyed her hair like bright blue, and she has this dirty mop bucket, and in it, it's either I can't remember which it is, but it's either like rubber cement or like blood, and I can't remember which one. But she like dips her hand in and then takes a little lick, and her eyes turn red, and I'm like, oh crap, and she sees me. So I run all the way to the auditorium, and I'm like hiding in there. But my next show is starting because I'm a theater kid. I'm like, oh crap, I don't even know my lines or anything. But so I just decided to sit in the audience. I'm not gonna go up there and do anything.
Okay.
But that's the play they're putting on. But nobody's really dressed like cats, but that's what it's supposed to be. And my friend Dylan, he graduated last year. He comes out with this box, and it's just got mice in it, and he chucks it down onto the stage, and mice just erupt and flood into the audience. So now I'm afraid of the mice, and I'm afraid of the people, the cults that might be chasing me. And I don't really remember anything after that. That was my dream.
Wow.
Right.
That is insane.
That was great.
Yeah.
I remember Alex and I were talking in the test yesterday. And wasn't there a dream you used to talk about in elementary school back in the day where there was like a summer camp and there was like this weird mob virus?
Yes. Okay.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah. So we went to a Boy Scout camp, and Ben, you were there, even though you weren't in Scouts, you were just with us. and our moms decided to come along. And it was kind of like K-Bar M. So we're there, and like it must be like a bring your mom sort of thing where everybody's got their moms there. But then the Boy Scouts start becoming moms, and they're going to keep spreading themselves. And so me, Ben, Sterling, and Charlie, we are running, trying to make it out of this camp. And so we go into these woods, and we're being chased by all these moms and kids who have been turned into moms. And there's really, really tall trees, kind of like in Return of the Jedi, kind of like those really long trees.
Mm.
And we decided the only way to get out, because there's this big wall for some reason. I don't remember all, but it's there. And we're like, crap, this is the only way we're going to make it out. And so our goal is to run to the walls so we can climb up a tree. But then Sterling trips. I think it was Sterling, and he turns into a mom. So now it's just Charlie and I, and we're booking it. We're trying to climb up the wall, and I don't really remember if we escape after that, but that's the gist of the dream. I've had a lot of interesting dreams over the years, not necessarily in quarantine, but over the years. Oh, McCoy mold. That's another dream.
Oh, yeah, you told me about McCoy mold.
This was back maybe when I was in 5th grade, and I went to the rec center camps, and we had this really cool camp counselor named McCoy, and he was into Pokemon, so that's why I remember we like bonded over that, because Pokemon. And but in my dream, Charlie and I were at the rec center camp, and McCoy, he's like huddled in this corner. And he turns around and somebody screams, "Run! He's got McCoy mold!" And so McCoy turns around and his hand is covered in this white, flaky substance. And we all start running. But then, so then for whatever reason, I'm at my house. And I'm looking for my mom. I go into my mom's bedroom, and she's hunched over, like she's ingesting a substance. She is, in fact, ingesting McCoy mold. I think she died in that dream, but, like, I wasn't present for her death. But it was just like, oh, yeah, she died. And it was just like...
Oh, yeah, my mom, you know.
McCoy mold isn't messing around. So...
It established itself as the one true villain at that moment.
Yeah.
Kate, do you have any weird dreams?
I actually had one really weird, like super vivid dream over this quarantine, and it still is like weirding me out to this day. So like I like all of a sudden become aware in the dream, and I'm like, I just for some reason in this dream like got married, and I was like, what the frick? Like, all right, but we're gonna roll with this. Like, cool, that happened. And so me and whoever my husband is, all of a sudden are like, we're gonna head to Canada before we go to Europe for our honeymoon. And I'm like, this is awesome. So we get to the hotel, and it's like this really cool, like it almost looks like a 1920s kind of like themed hotel. So it has like gold fixtures and everything, looks super like cool and nice, you know? So we get up to our room, and we're hanging out, and all of a sudden we hear a banging on the door, and I'm like, oh, it's probably just somebody like dropping something off. Like they probably like I don't know if you told them like that we were here because we just got married or whatever. And he's like, no, I didn't tell him anything. And I'm like, huh, okay. So I go look in the door, and there's like this creepy like homeless man sitting outside my door, and I'm like, hun, there's this guy out there, and he's like beating on the
Sorry, it's my dad.
It's the milkman.
And and he's like, huh, okay, I'm gonna call security. And he goes to like dial on the phone, And turns out the cord's been cut. So we're like, crap. He starts beating on the door now, even more intense. And he's like now starting to like threaten us. And I'm like, we gotta like, I'm like, we're trapped in here. What do we do? And he's like, I don't know. And so he pulls out his cell phone and he's like now trying to call like the downstairs and like get that taken care of. And so this guy eventually breaks down the door, like literally full on like, you know, police explosion. The door like explodes inward. He somehow breaks the door. And I'm now at this point very, very scared. Like I think at this point I'm like crying in the dream. And he's standing there, my husband, he's just standing there like, shoot, crap is about to go down. Like just so absolutely confused. And so then at this point, like security / like the police show up and he's pulled out a gun on us and he's like threatened to kill us. And I'm standing there just absolutely petrified. And the dream ends with me getting shot and dying. Like I woke up in absolute, like I woke up like sweating because I was just concerned at this point. But like it took him to kill me for me to wake up.
Huh. That's crazy. That's like a nightmare though.
Yeah.
But I got married, so cool.
It was a short marriage, but
Didn't last
marriage,
long.
yes.
But
Well,
it happened.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dreams.
I'm sorry, I just got infatuated by lemon-scented hand sanitizer for a second, and I kind of lost it.
Oh,
Yeah, that's right.
You guys want to see something awesome?
what?
Yes. What the
Next
heck?
to you, Timote.
What?
I got him in Phoenix, Arizona on an AP art trip. Yeah, he's really cool. He's like a bubble.
Oh, where in
And then-
Phoenix?
Phoenix, Arizona.
It looks like something you'd get at like the First Fridays festival.
It was at an art museum gift shop. We spent like 5 hours longer there than we needed to. Okay. But look, it's like a little flower now.
Oh, that's so cool.
It's awesome.
That was Timote. I'm putting him back in his sheath.
Bubble sheath.
Don't make me unsheath my bubble thing. I'll do it.
So, Jacob, you mentioned Boy Scout camp in one of your dreams, where moms take over the world.
Yes.
You should. Would you talk about the skits?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Which one should I start with? Snishki?
Yeah. Start with.
Okay. So there's this skit that I sort of reworked. My brother told me about it when he was at a Cub Scout camp where these kids all get in a line and basically the one at the end sneezes and the leader asks them, "Did you Snishki? Did you Snishki?" He goes down the line and then shoots the kid in the front and it just kind of repeats itself. I was like, oh, that's kind of funny, but I didn't want it to be that repetitive. So I made up, or I guess I took it and I reworked it where you have this leader of like some sort of monastery. I don't know, they're monks or something. And so they go up, they sit in a circle and they're going, om, om, and they're meditating, right? But then one of them sneezes. And so then I violently erupt from my situation and I ask them, "Did you sneeze? Did you sneeze?" And I go down the circle, and again, they all go, "Nope, nope, nope." And so then I have weird and unusual cruel punishments that they're thrown off into. So the first one's like, throw them into the boar pit. And they're taken off and violently thrown off stage. And it keeps going and going until we're at the final one. So one of the other punishments was like solitary confinement. But the final one was being locked in a room listening to Justin Bieber's Baby Baby on loop for a whole week or something like that. Again, I wish you could see it in person because it's a fun skit. But it ends with the final person finally admitting, yes, I sneezed, I did it, I'm sorry. And then I say, bless you, and I hand them a tissue. So yeah, it was a lot of fun to choreograph it all. I think we took something that was a fun idea and we really elevated it into a big thing. And we did that at Melita Island, which is like sort of the scout camp. And so I think we kind of like spread it around the country because everybody from all over the country wants to come to Melita. And so one year when I didn't go to Melita, my brother told me that, another group did Shnishki. And so I feel pretty good. We've really, we've introduced something into the scout mythos, and I'm happy about that.
Yeah. That's one of my favorites, all-time favorites. I'll never forget about that one. Did you do the spit contest one? Did you work on that one?
The what?
The spit contest?
I think that was Ty. That was Ty.
Okay. That one was funny too. But.
That was a good one.
Yeah, but Boy Scout skits were like one of the best things, like all time.
I took a lot of what I learned making those and used my experience there in theater, and I feel like Boy Scouts kind of helped prepare me for that specifically.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, you have something?
Should I talk about my theater engagements?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Kate.
Talk about Playfest too.
Yeah. All right.
We do have to end. We do have to end at 12 because Kate has something to do. But
gotcha. What time is it now?
11:53.
All right.
But yeah. All right. Continue.
Okay. So, it's taken me a long time to sort of get comfortable with theater, but again, Scouts kind of helped prepare me for that. But Playfest last year also really helped me get out of my comfort. Excuse me, I almost had a sneeze there, but it like
Sneaky.
quickly dissipated. Did you sneeze? Where my train of thought. Okay, so Playfest last year. It helped me get out of my comfort zone in more ways than one. So with Playfest, everybody, or not everybody, but a bunch of schools from around Montana get together and they all convene in Missoula. And it's great because we all perform like a play for each other. And then we get to watch like an original, or not an original, but a professional play as well. And so the first night when we're at our hotel, we're waiting for our other roommates to show up. They had a swim meet earlier that day. And so Riley and Corbin weren't going to come to like 1 a.m. So we just decided to stay up and wait for him. That was a bad idea because the next day I was really tired. And the next night, it's that sort of feeling where nobody wants to go to sleep, but we're all super tired, but we start getting kind of angry and spiteful. Or maybe I'm the only one who's angry and spiteful. So what I decide to do, the best course of action to make everybody stop talking, is I go to the closet, the hotel closet, and I slowly close the door. Everybody hears this like creak noise, and they're like, what the heck? Oh, okay. Oh, we had like 5 people in our room. We probably only should have had 3, but we had 5. So I'm in there for like 10 minutes. I'm incubating, as one might say. And then I open the door again, and my arm gingerly reaches out, and I turn off the lights. This immediately gets everyone's attention. What happened? Where's Jacob? And I'm now on the ground, and I'm maneuvering my way up to one of the beds, and my hand slowly rises, and I grab Dylan's leg. There's a loud and very high-pitched shriek. They jump onto the other beds. Oh crap, where is he? Where is he? And so the whole night has basically turned into me tormenting these poor souls. And it eventually settled down around like 3 a.m. I hope we didn't get not strange calls. I hope we didn't disturb other people in the hotel too much, but that was a lot of fun.
It's like you were it's like you were the monster in a horror movie then.
Yes, pretty much. I also discovered transcendental yoga on that trip, where you know how hotel bathrooms or hotel beds, there's like one bed and then there's the bathroom like right next to it. There's like a little space but not much, right? So what I ended up doing was I kind of positioned my neck down on the bed and had my whole body on the wall, and I just waited for people to come back into the room. Because if you go in, you're not really going to see me until you turn around. And that was fun. And so whenever anyone would come back in, I'd just go, I'm Spider-Man! Yeah. But Playfest this year was a lot of fun. I didn't do as much stuff like that. I was in the play because I was in a theater class this year. I've always, not always, but for most of my high school career, I've been involved in theater. But this was the first year where I got to actually take a class that fit into my schedule. And so this year was a lot of fun because I got a big award for Best Male Actor in a Drama. And I felt really good about that. We were invited to nationals as well, but that's been canceled. But it was a big honor to be invited to nationals, which is like Playfest, but with everyone around the nation. Like, we were one of 18 schools to go, or invited to go.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well,
but again, it's not happening now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sadly, we have to end it there. Thank you so much, Jacob, for coming on. It was
Thanks, Jacob.
great to see you
This
again.
was a ton of fun, and let me know if you guys want me back, because I'm game to do this if you want.
Yeah,
me to.
that'd be great.
Yeah. All right. Well, this has been the first episode of the Cascade Breaks. Join us next week for more. Ha ha ha.